Hey guys, okay, so now is the time for the Post My Party training, and I have no idea how easy this is going to be to do Facebook Live because I'm having to use my phone and then change it to let you guys see the computer, so we're just going to see how it goes. First thing I do want to say is that with this training, I would recommend watching the whole video if you're not on here live, which most of you won't be. Watch the whole thing through once. Hopefully all of it will make sense and you'll be able to follow along. Then I would recommend going back and re-watching and pausing it, taking notes, kind of break it down step by step. But really, Post My Party is very easy to use, and especially for those that I have emailed the basic template to. A big shout out to Brandy English on our team because she is the one that created this basic template for me a couple weeks ago. And what I am wanting you guys to do with the basic template is use it as your starting point. So you are going to want to add additional posts to it, and we are going to talk about how you add posts to a template. You're going to want to personalize it. You're going to want to change it up however you want. But instead of starting from scratch, you can thank Brandy for taking the time to start this basic template for everybody. I was not able to share my template because I have a lot of my Facebook Live videos, and you guys don't want to be posting to your hosts my Facebook Live videos because that wouldn't make a lot of sense. So Brandy had helped make this basic one for herself, then she added and changed it and made it her own. But I'm very, very grateful that we have the basic template to start with. So I'm going to walk you through pulling in the template to Post My Party. If you have not already signed up for a trial of Post My Party, but you want to start using Post My Party, I cannot share a template with you unless you have an account with Post My Party. It does not let me. Post My Party doesn't let me share the template. But if you sign up for Post My Party, you can get a 30-day free trial if you click the link that we posted in the Facebook 101 event training that is still on our team page. So do that and then go to the post we put out there yesterday, put in your email, and I can share the template with you. So we're going to start with pulling in the template, what you have to do when you pull it in. I'm not going to pull the whole template in for time's sake. I'm going to do a couple of the different posts, pulling them in, and then I'll switch to my template that is already in, not my template, but the basic template that I already have done, and we'll kind of go from there. So just really watch what I'm doing, and I'll try to talk through it as much as possible. And then I'm also going to kind of go over the steps for what you need to do once you have a template, and steps of setting up the party on Pampered Chef's website, then creating an event, then linking it to Post My Party. So hopefully this will be very helpful, but I do highly recommend watching the entire video once, go back through and then take some notes and all of that before you start really trying to figure out if you understand what's going on. So I'm going to change the screen to my computer. Hopefully everybody will be able to see. Let me angle it down a little. And my tripod's in my way, so I can't have it like pointing directly. That's as close as I can get it as well. Okay, so I had Paula send me her template just because you have to have a link that you're pulling in. So you guys should have gotten an email that looks very similar to this one, and you're going to just click on where it says first log into your Post My Party account, so make sure you're logged in. You're going to click on this link, and when you do, and I'm using a Mac, which is new to me, so bear with me. When you do, it should start a Post My Party tab. So right here, you are in the point where you are needing to pull in this template. So you think, what in the world do I do at this point? I have no clue what this is even telling me. You are going to go through, you're going to take your cursor and highlight everything in this top box. It's kind of gray. I right click and say copy, and then you go to this message down below and hit paste. When you are doing this and you don't touch the picture, you only worry about the stuff that is up here. It said the post type was a picture, so for all the picture ones, you don't touch these pictures, you're just going to copy and paste. At this particular point, don't worry about changing any of the wording or anything yet. You can do that once you get the template pulled in. But I do want to point out, and this might be hard. Let me see if I can move the camera a little closer. This is going to be hard to do. Okay, you see where this says host, and there is a little bracket around it, and then down here this says text, and there's a little bracket around it. So these little things, those are called tokens. And let me set this back up, hold on. Every Post My Party template can have 3 types of tokens: host, text, and link. And we're going to talk about tokens after we pull it in. But in the template, you don't ever put a specific host name, a specific party link, or any specific text. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, all we did is copy what was up here down into this message box, and then we're going to click next. This is the second post for this template. So I'm going to highlight everything, make sure you get everything that's in there. I'm going to copy, and down below, I'm going to paste. This one is a picture of Paula's family. So this one obviously will need to be changed, but you don't have to do it right now. If you want to, you can, but it's going to slow you down. This is just her introducing herself. So you want to personalize this post. I'll click next. And on each of her posts, and this is the same in the basic template I sent you, there is a link. You want to put that link at the bottom of every one of your posts in your template, because that is what is going to make each post unique to each host. Okay, on this particular type of post, it says post type website link. This means that she has on here information about the Smooth Edge can opener. You need to copy this link, copy, and where it says link URL, you're going to click paste. Then you're still going to copy the message, scroll down, and paste the message below. Then click next. So any of the ones, here's another one that has a website link. This is the Rock Croc collection. So you are going to copy that link, click copy, and then paste. Then the message information below, copy, and paste. You have to do this for every post. Right now we are on day 1 at 5 p.m. So the template that I sent each of you, I believe, is roughly about 23 posts. So you are going to go through this process for all 23 of the different posts, and you just keep copying and pasting and clicking next until you get to the end. And just pay attention if it says it's a website link or if it's just a picture. I would recommend doing this from a computer if possible, because it is going to be a little trickier trying to do it from a phone or a tablet. So I would recommend doing it from a computer. But once you've done it, no matter what computer you do it on, you then will have access to this on your phone, on a tablet, on another computer, because it is an account that's web-based, just like Consultants Corner. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. I hope this is working, because I don't even see, like, there aren't any live viewers, which is fine, but it also, I don't know that any comments or whatever. Okay, so you're going to keep doing that till you get to the very end. Once you're at the very end, it will say finish, and then it is going to pop up to another little screen. I'm not going to keep going through copying and pasting these, just because there's no reason for me to do this whole template, because I have some templates that we can go and learn from that are already done. But basically, you're going to keep doing this till you get to the very end. And I'm going to X out of this because I'm not saving this one. Once you have the template pulled in, it's going to go to a screen that looks very much like this. Now, you're only going to have one template. I have quite a few because I have some training templates and different stuff. Here, this catalog basic template, that's what you are going to have pulled in. It is 23 posts, and it'll give you what date you created. Now, I'm going to click on this, oh, you can't see it. I'm going to click on this edit button so that now you can see. I have to move this in front so maybe you can see a little better. Okay, so now you can see here are all the posts that you will pull in, and there's 2 pages of them that you will pull in if you got the shared template that I was sending some people that requested one. And this one again is for you to add to it. This is the one Brandy English created for us. And if you look over here, you can see that on day 1, there's a post that will post at 6 a.m. and a post that will post at 6 p.m. Then day 2, she's got a couple posts. Day 3, 4, 5, 6, you keep going. On the second page is day 10. This is designed just to be a starter template for you. You're going to want to add some more posts to it. I do 5 to 7 posts per day, and my times vary. And I'll pull up one of my templates, and I'll pull up my April catalog template. Mine is 67 posts, and if you can zoom in, and I can't zoom in, I don't think. If you can zoom in, I have a post at 8:05, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7 p.m. on day 1. Don't let your jaw drop. My hosts do not sit there and say to me, oh my gosh, you're posting all the time. You can spread these out a little more if you want. Some days have a few more posts than others. You know, on day 2, I have an 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 11:30, 1, 5, and 7. I have had tremendous feedback about a lot of these. I'm getting a lot of people that are placing great orders, and both for my cooking and catalog shows. So, you know, fill your template with lots of useful information and start with the basic template. You'll see kind of what the posts are like, and then you can add to it with other stuff that you want. So I'm going to go back to the basic template right here, and I clicked on edit. Let's say that we do need to add a post to it. You want to get your template looking the way you want it to look before you ever use it for any of your parties. So add however many posts you're going to add to it before you actually start using it. So let's say on day 1, we need to add a post at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to click this add post button. You need to decide what type of post. Do you just want it to be a message? Do you want it to have a website link? The website link does not mean the host's link to her party. Website link means maybe it's a YouTube video for the salad and berry spinner or the salad choppers or whatever video it's going to be. You can go to Pampered Chef's YouTube page and get lots of different videos to use. There's also some on Consultant's Corner, but this website link means if it is a video of a product or something like that, not the host's link to her party. If you're wanting it just to be a picture, then click picture. And obviously, if you want multiple pictures, click multiple. But if you click picture, that's going to be to add a post with just one picture. I have never done album link, and I've never used video link, so I honestly don't know what those are for. The only 2 I use are website link and picture at this point. Okay, so then I'm going to go in here, and I'm not going to really type anything. I'm just going to make this up. We type whatever your message is going to be, and then at the bottom of it, you do want to do, and it's on my keyboard, it is the bracket next to the letter P, and you're going to want to do the outside bracket, type the word link, and then do the other bracket right beside it. You don't do the shift key. It is the square. I need to see if this will zoom in. Hold on. Oh, looky there. Okay. Well, it zoomed in a little. It's going to be the square brackets that you're going to put around the word link. That is going to be the token that is going to let Post My Party know that when I set up a party, say for, hey Katie, you're watching. If I set up a party for Katie Carr, when I set up her party, it will then put Katie's website link on the posts that I have this token called link. Now I don't know how to zoom back out. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Okay, so then I would also add a picture. Just click on that. You're going to find on your own computer where any pictures are. I don't care what picture's in there. I'm gonna select a picture, click open, and then it's gonna put the picture in there. Then down here, I need to select when I want this post to post. So I want this to be on day 1 of my template, and I want it to be at 12 noon. So I go in here, pick, I don't know if y'all can see that, pick whatever time I want, and then I'm simply gonna click save. Now that particular post, if I go back to template, it just added that post right in here. And you can see it has link next to a lot of these. That's indicating that the party link is going to post with that post when it starts running on the Facebook event. Now, I'm not going to leave that post in there just because I don't want that one, because it was just a made up one. So let me delete it real quick so I don't mess up this template. But you're just going to keep clicking add new post, until you get done. I would recommend changing the name up here of your template and label that to be, April catalog party, or whatever what you want it to be named. If you decide you want to change the time of your posts, you just click the little pencil next to the time, and then it's going to pull up a change time, and I could make this one start at 7:10 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. So sorry, my husband was just calling. Wait a minute, let me get back to where we were. Sorry. Then it tells me that the template has been updated. So I just changed that individual post. If you would like to change the time of the entire template, you can do this adjust posts box, and you can adjust it as much as 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in either direction. And right now, I've got it started at 7:10. If I adjust it by an hour, it would then, all the posts would shift by 1 hour. So that's just, stuff that if you need to adjust the time. Anytime you have made some changes to the template, I would always click this update template just to make sure it's saved before you finish. Okay, so now that you have a good template, and again, the template is a whole, let me zoom over here. Template is a whole category over here. You can have, a whole lot of different templates. I've got April 10-day catalog, April 10-day cooking. This is the basic template that has lots of posts in it. Then there's a catalog basic template, which is the one we were just looking at. I am going to use this catalog basic template training. I'm going to start an event to run all of these 23 posts, but I've changed the time so it'll run, back to back real quick so y'all can see them in our team page. The Facebook 101 training that we have done, it was a template in here that I used. So you kind of get the idea. You have all different templates you can create, but when you're ready to use one of your templates, you actually need to start over on Consultants Corner. You're going to go to Consultants Corner, to My Shows and Orders. Hey, Paula, is any of this making sense? And Paula and Katie, can you guys hear me and can you see the screen before I continue? I know there's a little bit of a delay, but I'm hoping you can see. I'm hoping you can follow this, because otherwise I'm wasting my time. If either of y'all are still watching, type something real quick and let me know. Okay, thanks, Katie. And is it making sense so far? Okay, what you're going to do, first step. Okay, Paula, yeah, you don't have to pay a lot of attention because you know how to do it, but just want to make sure that y'all can see it and whatever. Okay, so you've got your template and Post My Party. So now you're ready to be able to use that template on any of your parties that you have coming up. The first step is going to be to go to Consultants Corner, log on, click on My Shows and Orders, and then create a show. So some of you have already been doing shows, so this is no different. You're going to create a show. We are going to just make up a show. So we are going to create a catalog show. I have not been checking this little virtual party box. You know, you can if you want. I have not been. We're going to set this one up for the 3rd, and it's going to close on the 15th. My host is going to be Post My Party practice show, just because I am totally making this up. So we'll do Post My Party at noemail.com, because again, this is all made up. We have to have a phone number, so we will just do 205-000-000. Let's do 123 Main Street, Alabaster, Alabama 35007. Obviously this is not a real party, but you get the gist. Click on Create Show. And now my show has been created. Then, and I do this for every show, even if it's not going to be on Post My Party. So, hey Tori, thanks for joining us. So then I click on Show Page, and I scroll down here to your show URL, right in here, and I personalize this. So I would do what I typically do if it were, say I'm the host, I would do S. McGuire, April 2017. Oops, I can't see around my tripod. 2017. For this one, I'll just make it Post My Party, practice, April 2017. And then you're going to click confirm. So it just told me your customized URL is saved. If you get a message saying that it's not a valid one, that's because you can only use the same link once. So what I like to do is always do the first letter of the host's first name, her last name, and then the month and year, just very much like this one. And I do no spaces in between. Yes, customer, thanks Paula. The customer URL is case sensitive. So I do a capital letter of their first name, capital letter of their last name, and the rest of their last name, capital letter of the month, and then 2017. Then you have that set up. You're good to go with what's set up on your website. For my host, I do always then click on this email host little box, and I send them this little email. It says, you know, thank you for hosting a Pampered Chef show, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, the next thing we're going to need to do, we've got it set up on our website. Now we need to go to Facebook, and we have to create an event for them. So, and I'm going to go and find one and just duplicate, maybe not. Okay, so here's one that I like to just go and I copy and paste the wording. You guys can come up with whatever wording you want in your Facebook events. So bear with me. So to create an event, you're going to go on events. You'll click create event. I like to do private, so it's create private. I go in here and I upload my cover photo that I start with is always the new products. So I find whatever the picture is that I want to be my cover. And we're going to do this Post My Party practice virtual. I don't really care what it's called for this purpose. Then I'm going to do my start date is going to be, I'm going to do tomorrow just because I want it to be at 8 a.m. I'm going to do 8 a.m. and I'm going to put an end date of, I don't remember what I said as my end date. I think the 15th. So we're going to do the 15th and I'm going to do at 11 p.m. In the description, that's where I'm going to paste all that information I had from a previous one. I need to change this because it's going to close on the 15th. And then I would need to change this to match what my link was. Actually, what I can do, I'm going to go back to Pampered Chef to this party, and I'm going to copy her URL. So if you're not familiar with using copy and paste, you really need to copy and paste a lot in this process. We're going to paste. So that is the link for this particular party, and I'm going to click on Create Private Event. And it is working. Okay, so here's the event. All right, so now I'm the host of this event, but I need my actual host to also be the host. So I could go in here, click Edit, and we'll act like Paula is the host of this event. So I will type under where it says co-host, I will type Paula Tyndall and then click Save. That's going to notify Paula that her party's been set up. She's going to get a notification, and then she will go in here and she's going to invite all of her friends to this amazing, hey Heather, she's going to invite all of her friends to this amazing virtual Pampered Chef party. Okay, so at this point, we have created our template for Post My Party, and that is a one-time thing. Once you have the template created, that's done. You will actually start with the process where you are creating the show on your website. So you'll start back here where you've set up the host on your website, you've personalized her URL and sent her your email letting her know her party's been set up. You'll then go on to Facebook, you'll create her event, put all your information in there for her event, make sure her specific party link is in here, all that good stuff. Now at this point, you need to go to your Post My Party account and you've got to schedule her party. So you're going to click on the dashboard off to the left. You're going to click Party and you'll see it'll say List and Schedule New. You're going to schedule new because you just set up a new party. Once you click on Schedule New, you're going to come over here and you're choosing a template. You will probably only have one template initially, but you're just going to choose whichever template you're wanting to use. I'll just do April catalog. You're going to then click Personal Event because you created a Facebook event. That's going to then give you this drop down for Choose Personal Event. You will pull that up and look, these are all my events that are out there. And guess what? There's Post My Party Practice Virtual. That's the one I'm wanting to schedule. I want it to start tomorrow on the 4th. I live in the Central Time Zone and so does my host. But if you have a host in another time zone, very critical that you pick the right one. I have a host right now that is out in Arizona. So I obviously needed to pick, she's in the Mountain Time Zone. So for hers, I picked Mountain Time. All right, here is where you're going to add your tokens. This is where I'm going to put Paula because she is my host. Sorry, someone just... Okay, sorry. I'm going to put Paula because she's my host. Right here is where I am going to paste her party link. And then down here, because she's a catalog show closing on the 15th, I'm going to put April 15th. And then I'm going to click Create. And when I click Create, it's thinking. Let me zoom out. Oops, not in. Okay, it just created her party. And guess what? Here are all my posts. Now, this is my template. Here are all my posts for my catalog template. And if I go over to this left-hand side and click List, it just added her practice, this little party here. Okay, this is a good thing to show y'all. I'm going to delete her party in a little bit so it won't matter. But see where it says duplicated? That's because hers is starting on the 4th and it's got some duplicated posts with someone else's party. And you don't want to have duplicated posts because that runs the risk of you getting put in Facebook jail because the same thing is posting at the same time in multiple places. So what you will do, let me zoom it out. I'm going to click on Edit for Paula's. And then I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and I'm going to adjust her party by, we'll just adjust it by 30 minutes. And I'll click Update. Now what that did, it just says party has been updated. When I go back to the list, look, she's no longer duplicated because I just shifted it. You could shift it by just 1 minute. You can shift it by 5 minutes. It doesn't really matter. You just don't want multiple parties posting at the same time. But Post My Party does a great job warning you that it is it's conflicting with another party. Okay, so let's go back into her party. This is her party. This is no longer the template because this is specific to her. So, like my very first post, it says, I'm so excited that Paula has invited you to her Pampered Chef virtual party. Over the next 10 days, I'll be posting blah, 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 blah. And then guess what? There's her link to her party. And it also says her close date. Now, this same post under the template reads, I am so excited that host has invited you to her Pampered Chef party over the next 10 days, blah, blah, blah. You may place your online order for host's party anytime between now and text. And then down below it says link. That's because those 3 little tokens that I added when I set up, hold on, let me get over here. When I set up schedule a new party, these replacement options, that's what makes each party unique. That's where you're going to put in the individual party link, the individual host name, and any other text that you want. This party is going to run for 10 days. So if I go to the very end, these posts end on the 14th, but the link actually will go to the 15th. So what I really, and I guess the 15th was further, it was more than 10 days. You can adjust individual posts. Like I could go in here and say, I want this to say last call for orders. I want it to be on the 15th. I'm just going to change that to day 12. And then when I did, look, now my schedule on date is the 15th. So the basics of what you mess around with in here, that's just going to take you kind of playing around with it. But I really want you to realize that once you have a good solid template that you plan to use, you don't go into the template anymore. You don't change the template. You go into your parties and do schedule. Oh, let me go over there. Go into your parties and do schedule a new party. You only schedule the new party after, hold on, let me delete this. After you've created a Facebook event. You don't create your Facebook event until you have set the party up on Pampered Chef's website. So hopefully all of that makes sense. Rewatch the video several times, go back through it, play around with the templates. Paula, if you're still watching, are there things I'm forgetting with the templates? Oh, yes, there is something. Okay. We're at the end of April and I'm in the template section. Let's go in the template. Here's my list of templates. We're at the end of April or close to the end of April, and I'm wanting to get my May catalog virtual parties started. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my April 10-day template. I don't already have a May one, do I? No. Okay, I'm going to go in my April 10-day template. I'm going to click edit. I clicked edit off to the right. It cut it off the screen, but I clicked it off to the right. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and right here it says copy template. I'm going to click on copy template. It just pulled up a new template. I am going to change this to say May 10-day template. I don't need it to say copy. So it now says May 10-day template. I'm going to click update. The template has been updated. If I go to my list of templates, now if I scroll through here, I now have a May 10-day template right here. It is the exact same template, and the only thing I'll need to change, click on edit, is my third post of my template is the month's guest special. So I am going to click on this little pencil. It pulls up this particular post, and I need to change this picture to be the May guest special. I don't believe that I have, let me check. I don't think I have the May guest special saved, so I'm not going to actually, oh, yes I do. Okay, hang on one second and I'll actually walk through it with you. Oh, come back. Where did that go? File. Hold on, I've got to save it as a JPEG. This is where I don't know how to use this computer yet. Maybe I'm not going to do this with y'all because I'm not sure if I know how to do this on this computer. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, here we go. Save. I need it to be a JPEG because obviously you can only... That's not right. Oh. Okay, now I'm not sure what to... My husband's not home. Does anyone know how to save a JPEG on a Mac? Anyone? Heather Ragland, what do I do to save this as a JPEG? I know on my other computer I could. Okay, anyway, you would save it. Let me go back. I would just change this picture to be the May special, and then I would just click update. That would then make this template be ready for May. So I'll figure that out when I get off the phone, because then that way I will already have my May template ready. So you don't, as the month changes, my point to this is you don't have to redo your template. You just need to pick which template and then hit copy, and you're going to make the next month's version of that template. So really, really easy to do. When you're scheduling your parties, the biggest thing is to really go through here and make sure they don't say duplicate on it. If they do, just go into that particular party, scroll to the very bottom, and then adjust the time by however much you want to adjust it. You can do 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you can go in either direction. Start it 1 minute earlier, 1 minute later, that kind of stuff, and then just click update. Trying to think of anything else. I don't know, Paula, if you're still on, but if there are any questions, let me know what questions you guys have. And let me show you, while I'm waiting to see if y'all have any questions, I'll go into one of my events and just show you some of my posts. Okay, so this one for Felicia, I'm not positive if hers has started yet. Let's look. Okay, she has 7 that say they're going, 3 maybes, and 258 invited. So she has a lot that haven't said they're going. I will probably reach out to her today and encourage her to send a message because she can click on message guests. I'll encourage her to send a message to her guests reminding them about her event, because if they don't click going, they're not going to see this information. But let's scroll down to the beginning of hers. Okay, so before it got started, this was a manual post I did. I just do a little fun stay tuned, asking them to turn on their notifications. Then she did have someone that ordered already, so I just did a thank you. This too was a manual post. She just has someone like a post on her page just now. Then I did this little, kind of how to turn on notifications. We have this picture posted in our team page. And then here's my first post, my party post. It posted at 8:05 on April 1st. So Saturday, this posted. Then here's mine that introduces and kind of just shares my little story of how I got started. It has the link to Felicia's website in here. Then my very next post is going to be the April guest special. Then I do have one for them to create a wish list so that, as they're going through here, they can be creating a wish list. Here's one that is a video of our Rock Crock collection. This is one that is a link to the online catalog, but some people like to hold a catalog. So I do have a message that says, if you prefer to hold a catalog in your hand, send me your address and I'll mail you one. I have gotten probably 3 or 4 people since I've been doing this in January that they have wanted the catalog, so I've sent them one. On April 1st, I went ahead and manually put this post in there just because it was funny, so I did the little April Fools. On Saturday night, my homemade guacamole, this is one of my Facebook Live videos. It posted, so people can go in there and see that. And then this one's just a fun one. Who knows the host the longest? Some people answer, some don't. And the host said they can't have known me very long because I'm not very old. So she's just being kind of funny. Here are some more posts. I do like to do a lot of videos. They're not all me. These next that just went were Pampered Chef ones. Here's me making grilled chicken wraps. Someone else ordered, so I placed another thank you for the order. Me making after school snacks. That is our smooth edge can opener. It is a video. And then that's it. So this one just posted 55 minutes ago for the smooth edge can opener. This posted 2 hours ago. So that kind of shows you, what it looks like. I do change out the cover photos. Hers just started, so I'll go ahead and change out her cover photo later today. So some of mine have different cover photos. All these just started this weekend, so they haven't had any of it changed yet. But then like these parties, they started posting. This is a live party tonight. So hers has a lot more posts in it because it's further along. This post posted this morning, just an hour ago, reminding them that the actual live party is tonight. There's a thank you for order. So this just gives you kind of an idea of what my posts are. All of these pictures and all of these videos come either from Pampered Chef's YouTube page, Consultants Corner. If you're in the virtual Facebook group, there are going to be some of them that are from there. I know Brandy on the template that she made for us, for you guys to use as your starter template, she talked about that she got a lot of these posts from the basic template. She got them from the party packs. So, that's another place that you can look for some of the different posts. I have made a template of this basic one right here that every 2 minutes it will do the post. So as soon as I hang up from doing this training, I am going to create an event that will be the, I'll probably call it the Post My Party Basic Template Training, and it will just run the posts so you can see them and see how it would work. Obviously, you're not going to post yours every 2 minutes apart for 23 posts, but I want them to load in there pretty quick so you can see them. So, okay, hopefully this has been helpful. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Please, feel free to comment below this after you have watched it completely, and if there are still questions, let me know. I just hope this at least helps you figure out how to bring the template into your Post My Party and then how to add additional posts to it once you have your template ready to go. Hopefully it will, let's go back to me. You don't need to keep looking at the screen. Hopefully once you have your template ready to go, that made sense how to tie it to a party after you've created it on Pampered Chef's website, on Consultants Corner. After you've created an event, then you schedule a party on Post My Party. I don't know how helpful this will be, but that's all I know to do for y'all. So, hope everybody has a great Monday. It is gross and rainy here, and I need to go to the grocery store to get my stuff for my show tonight. So I'm going to go while there is a break in the rain. And again, Paula, if you have anything to add, comment below here, or if anyone has any more questions after you've watched all the training, post your questions below, or I guess you can private message your director, that kind of stuff. I know Paula is using Post My Party, so Paula and myself, one of the two of us should be able to answer your questions. Holly is starting to use it, so she will soon be on board with being able to answer questions. So if y'all, Brandy English, if you have any tips of anything I left out, please let me know. And again, thank you so much, Brandy, for creating the basic template to help people get started that aren't as computer savvy as you are to create their own template. All right, that's all I've got for now. We will see you guys later. Bye.